Vibes, you know what they call a Big Mac in France?
Le Big Mac.
That's right. That gets me in the mood, you know? Like we're sitting in the car just driving around toy hunting.
Yeah, so I need a briefcase to...
And it has the Sentinel in it.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, somebody reminded me of that. Who said, yeah, some people have received their Sentinels already. How exciting.
Well, that's not fair.
You're still on schedule for Thursday?
That's what it says, but I'm not.
I got mine updated to Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, hey, Hasbro, look. No. It said Thursday, and while it was just sitting in Atlanta, but when it actually shipped, it said Tuesday.
Well, now wait a minute.
I haven't going back and searching?
I haven't looked since Friday.
Nice thought I would be late due to post.
Oh, one of them now says Tuesday.
Are your Sentinels on different flights?
The other one says Thursday still, and it's got the box still.
Wow, so you get to double up, huh?
Well, sorry, Paul. Whichever one was getting here first was going to be mine anyway.
Now, are you going to try to ship that across the big water, or are you waiting for him to come in and he has to buy another seat on a plane?
I think that's probably going to be the case because it's going to be a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
wonder what they're chatting about right now. The Sentinel.
Sentinel.
We were talking about that yesterday, about how Sentinel sounds right to me. Sentinel sounds very Sentinel. How do you say mountain?
Mountain?
No, do you? Okay.
What?
Around here it's mountain. Mountain.
Oh, mountain.
What's going on, Articulated Heroes and Elm Street? I was about to say St. Elmo.
St. Elmo Street is where it's at.
Mm-hmm. One missed its connecting flight. Yeah, it's sitting in Memphis.
Yeah. But what kind of Sentinels are like heading my way if it can't fly itself? You know, it's like,
damaged Sentinel.
Yeah.
Oh, so sad. I started collecting X-Men after the Sentinel.
Oof. Well, I'm sure there are plenty of speculators who would be glad to sell you one for way past what the original offering was for.
Royale.
Yeah, Royale.
Sounds very newspapery. What's going on, Art?
Hey. Art. Yeah, so it's funny because we were talking before we went live, and it's like, I'm glad this shipping because it seems like everything else is kind of quiet right now. I mean, I know that there's the whole shipping cluster that's going on right now, but it's really taken me to a spot where I haven't gotten a lot of new stuff.
Right.
And it's crazy because when that happens, then I end up going back and getting some vintage stuff that I've wanted to add throw in the gaps.
It actually got me out on mean streets of, Northwest Arkansas here and do some hunting this week. And I actually found a couple. The very first Walmart I hit, I found these two, Lando and Zero.
That's awesome.
Which spun me into a vortex of, I need the rest. If my Walmart has these, I'm sure the outlying 100 miles worth of Walmarts.
Dang.
No.
Well, you found Colonel Mustafa for me, so I appreciate that. Which I mean that's essentially a repackaged Iron Sheik, and I am all about the Iron Sheiks. So yeah. At
this point, if I go to Target, I'm buying you something. That's the.
That speaks to the WWF, especially in those days. Though it's like, let's take a man from Iran and repackage him as a man from Iraq, and it's like sworn, at the time. Oh
wait, I don't know Friday the 13th or any of those movies from back then, but I saw a new Jason of some kind.
Now, with the new Jason, though, isn't it the new Jason for the new Jason? Isn't that the one that's coming out right now?
I don't know. Is it the one without the hockey mask? Because it seems like he only had like a sack and then a cup, an unmasked head or something.
I don't know, but I saw it because I know Jason insofar as like the first 3 or 4. Because I went back, because I went on like an 80s horror kick, when I was younger and got familiarized with, those and Nightmare Before Christmas, Nightmare on Elm Street. Because those were all theatrically earlier than I wouldn't have ever seen those in the movie theater. But past that, I don't know. But what I had seen on Twitter is like there's actually some potential spoilery pieces that come with that figure. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even look that close. Whenever I see something like that, it's just toy. Okay.
Yeah, and the sack one though, that was a thing in one of the first movies though. That it's not that one. I think it's
then I didn't see it. It was new for my Walmart because I'm only going through there for like trying to find a damn Casey Jones. I looked through there and out the other side.
Well, now you got to be on the lookout for the Shadow Warriors pack now too.
Oh, well, yeah. Anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if it pops up. I did see the Shadow Shredder. Is that
the new one? The new one or the dark purple one?
I couldn't tell. Is there a difference in packaging or anything?
Yeah. Did it have Shredder on the packaging or was it Secret of the Ooze?
Oh, I don't think I was paying that much attention. When I saw it was Shredder, it was just kind of like,
Because the one that's been out for a while, it's black and silver, and it's got Super Shredder on it. The brand new one has like Secret of the Ooze, like poster looking stuff.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then it was. I think it was the big silver helmet, kind of embossed looking.
Yeah. Okay. That's
the old one.
I guess it's like a second wave of that is hitting because that's the older one.
Okay. Yeah, there was 2 of them.
It was the second one because there was the first one and then that one and now the new one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey boy, I got the jetpack rocket thing on that thing. The little code. There we go. Okay. I wish the TMNT movie figures were still at GameStop.
That
was a nice, easy way
to be able to pre-order them there. That's for sure. But like
I went into GameStop and found them.
Yeah, like an idiot though. I didn't get a second set of the Turtles when I should have. No, it would come in handy because I've still got that accessory pack, those heads just sitting there because I haven't gotten another set of Turtles yet. So that's
I cannot believe I found those 2 packs and walked away, and then the next day they were all gone. I should have.
It was just a couple of days, wasn't it?
It wasn't even that. Was it? They were there and they were gone.
Yeah.
I didn't think much of it because I thought, well, these are reissues. There's not much different with them.
But I mean, I guess you can't fault NECA for reissuing them when the demand's there because I mean, let's face it, Playmates has been doing that shit since the mid-90s.
Yeah, I mean,
and that stuff flies out too.
Yeah, because I just found the what I sent you a picture. Was that I saw 2 more Leo packs.
Yeah,
this week.
Which those aren't the one. Like if I get any of those, it's going to be to check out the Shredder and the Triceraton that comes with the other 2. But they're kind of getting me wanting the straight vintage card re-release ones too with the soft heads. I don't know why, because the other ones don't look like the vintage ones, the ones previously, and these are closer to that,
Mm-hmm. Basil. Hello, Basil. Basil. I'm still looking for the movie Turtles. Yeah, when you think about it, technically, they've been re-released several times, but damn, still hard to get.
Yeah, which I think Randy has been hinting that their time to be able to pre-order those on the NECA site is coming, just not yet.
Yeah.
So.
Was it 3 or 350?
350. I don't remember. 350. 350.
Seems like 350. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. That was money that was spent at the time, so it's like I forgot about it.
Yeah, that's one of those. Oh, that hurts. I'm gonna forget about that until it's time to ship, and then the figure itself will distract me from the original price.
Speaking of distractions and things to get that I go down rabbit holes with when like new toys aren't shipping is that for my birthday. So I had the 1UP Arcade Turtles game.
Yes.
Okay, so for my birthday, my wife got me the Simpsons one that is supposed to ship at the end of the year because it's like exactly the same. And I was like, shit, if I get the X-Men one, that's like the holy trinity of
of multi-stick. Was the Simpsons multi-stick like 4-player? X-Men was too, right? I think. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? Toy Farce? The holy trinity of 4-stick games?
Of the multiplayer arcade games from when I was a kid. So I ordered the X-Men one.
Of course you did. Yeah. And you know what? That's cool because I didn't play it near as much as I played the Turtles game.
Yeah, me neither. Turtles was the one I played the most, but
yeah. So I look forward to playing your X-Men game.
And the Simpsons one is exactly the same. I mean, it's the same concept.
Gotcha.
So, you don't have to be well versed in the Simpsons to be able to play that game.
Right. Well, Gauntlet was before, right? Yeah. That was kind of a precursor.
Gauntlet, I remember Gauntlet, but that was an old arcade machine by the time I was really in the arcades.
Yeah. Seems like X-Men, Turtles, and I don't remember Simpsons at all. But
Simpsons, Mr. Burns kidnaps Maggie, and then you can pick from any of the other 4 family members to fight Mr. Burns at the end.
After the Sentinel, when is the next time you think we might see a Sentinel? Another one around the Days of Future Past size? I don't know.
Yeah, because that Days of Future Past one was a carryover from the Marvel Universe days, right?
Yeah. Was it packaged as... No, it was always packaged as Marvel Universe, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Up until they re-released it in Legends.
Oh.
With that Wolverine figure.
Oh, I didn't get that. That's why it's not here.
Yeah. It has different paint scheme, slightly different colors, but
yeah,
same thing.
Seems like I got the Universe one at Ross or TJ Maxx for fairly cheap. And that's where I stopped.
I got the Universe one at friggin' San Diego when it came on the giant card. Remember that?
What year was that?
One? I don't remember if you were in San Diego that year or not, but I mean, it looked like a Marvel Universe card. It was gigantic, and I wanted to take it home, but there was no way.
Yeah, you had to rip it open in the hotel room, leave it there.
Yeah.
I don't think maybe I wasn't there that year.
I don't know. There were a few. There was a little bit in there that was sketchy in and out. If you were there, and I can't remember them. Gauntlet was fun. I love Gauntlet. I'd love to have Gauntlet toys.
Robo, look, please. Oh, check your messenger on Facebook. Facebook? I don't have a Facebook.
Face pages.
Face pages. Okay, hold on. The Sentinel info. Oh, he's got pictures. You have pictures.
Yeah. Boxed up.
Yeah, I saw that on
yeah, I saw that too.
Saw that on John's Returnius.
Returnia had that up, yep.
Get some more Brood. I still love those Brood figures, the Queen and the Select.
Yeah, those are ones that actually they're still, all of those are still on the shelf. They're hard to display with the way my shelf is set up, but I've got them.
I've got an idea because that's what I did to mine before I pulled down my Marvel. Or well, I need to put it back up. I got my X-Men stuff, but don't put them on the shelf. You're gonna have them crawling through.
Well, when are we gonna do it? When are we gonna do it?
That's right. We need to get up there. We need to shoot that and just have a slow motion or stop motion. Not stop motion. What am I thinking of? Lapse.
Yeah, time lapse video.
Time lapse.
Wait, I saw somebody was asking about.
Yes, that was Wait, that was a joke from Sonny. He just left it blank so anybody could fill in that thing. That way they could explain that they if they were getting in trouble for buying it, then just blame it on Sonny.
Oh. Well, getting the Sentinel, not so much, but having, processed the fact that Galactus has, been funded for almost a week now, and that's ended. Well, I mean, he's been funded for longer than a week, but it's been almost a week since it ended. And, thinking about the stretch goals and what he came with and whatnot, I've been thinking a lot about unfinished teams in Marvel Legends as of late, and that's probably a topic that I'd want to prepare better for to talk about, but something that we could probably talk about in the not too distant future. Because I got some teams that need to be finished.
Oh, appreciate it, Blake.
Yeah.
That was brilliant on Sonny's part. Oh, and Plunderly. Oh, I need to check my email, huh? That's I haven't seen. My email's messed up. My phone's messed up.
Really?
Yeah.
You get hacked?
No, my phone's just old. It's getting up there. It's getting to where if you swipe one email, the whole thing just goes away. Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah. I'm going to be retired by the time all the X teams are finished. Man. Except for Jim Lee.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like you may be right because we may never get another Banshee again. But that's really the one that I'm holding out. I
gotta think Banshee's on the way, right?
I mean, think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just Dwight won't have had anything to do with it.
You guys think we'll ever get a more classic or animated series inspired HasLab Sentinel? Since basically, was it mainly based on House of X? Oh, maybe, but I think the overall look fits my general thought of Sentinel.
It hits the way that Legends does, right? It's like it's never, or if it's exact, it's rare, but it like skews close enough that it works.
Just need Angel for Claremont team.
Yeah, that's another one.
I don't know. I still want a good basic Iceman.
Iceman with me at this point. I want the Amazing Friends Iceman.
With the angles. You want it white or blue? You want it translucent or painted?
That's the thing. It's like the angled head and body. It's like maybe I don't care about that quite as much, even though that seems to be a big part of it. But you're asking me that question is like, I don't know which one I prefer. I want it to look like that, but I don't know which way would look better. Just trying to think about it.
Yeah. So what you're saying is we need several different versions.
I guess so.
Yeah. Able to snag the SHF Star Wars this week?
Man, I'll tell you, as glad as I am that they're, making more of those because it's been a long time. I sure as shit did not miss that whole production of having to get that crap.
Yeah, it's almost forgot about it. And like somebody said, it's almost easier these days for it to be a P Bandai exclusive.
Yeah.
Or that way you're going to pay more, but
and you pay up front, and that's cool, but
you're locked in.
Yeah.
And I'm usually up that late, or well, in the past I've been up that late, but the past few weeks I've been taking the boy to school, so I'm up early. That means I'm going to bed earlier. And when I went to bed that night, I thought I'm just going to wake up and order it. It should be fine. They're regular release.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's stuff I did not miss. So I don't know, because even it seems to me, if I remember the last time that I did like stay up or I, set my alarm to wake up, it still took a half an hour for the sites to like even out so you could actually finish an order.
Yeah, I missed it completely, but we secured a set or two. Well, as in secured you a set, secured me a set.
Yeah.
Because the first one I went after was Boba Fett. I actually passed on Mando right at first, whenever, there it is. Yeah. Because when I woke up, Amazon Japan still had them. And I just grabbed Boba Fett, then I thought, oh, dang it. I'm going to kick myself if I don't get that Mando.
But you still made the right decision if you were only able to get one of them, Boba Fett was the one to get.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's always Boba Fett. Boba Fett.
Well, it's something to celebrate because Boba Fett's finally cool.
What do you mean finally cool?
Finally cool.
Finally.
Because up until Mandalorian, Boba Fett was just overrated.
Damn.
Here we go.
Nothing much. That's hard to disagree with,
week.
Though. It's like
nothing much to talk about this week, so I'm going to start a fight.
Boba Fett was always, that cool-looking character. He had a swagger to him until he got bumped with a stick
by a blind dude.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
Yeah. But he's cool now. I'll give him that.
We do need a holiday special version.
That'd be cool to get.
Maybe have we got an old, or was that 3 3/4? We got the old Marvel Comics version with the like drab green mostly with the white and the reds.
Yeah, there was not a.
Maybe I'm thinking of a custom. The old Marvel covers.
I don't think there's a black series like that.
Cool looking with no backstory. Wolverine. He loaded up his ship.
Yeah.
And then he stood in the palace
and said,
Yeah. Oh, well, he was smart enough to put a tracker on him, right? And go from point A to point B.
Yeah. But, I've thought about that before. It's like, does that make him an outstanding, bounty hunter, or does it just make all the rest of them not?
The rest of them were just like, they got away.
That's like bounty hunter first day, I would say, right?
When in doubt, put a tracker on it.
And then, I enjoy the prequels, but they did not do him they didn't do him any good in the prequels either. So
and I haven't watched all of Clone Wars yet, so I've missed the Boba parts.
It's better there. It's probably exactly what you would expect, like the direction that they tried to take him in after episode 2. But it's better.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did Django is the most overrated Fett. I don't know. He did more fighting.
Yeah.
He took on Obi-Wan.
He got taken out by a Jedi, at the top of his class. So not by a blind.
He got away from Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah. From a certain point of view, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings from Wyoming. God, what are you doing, Goji King? You're all over the place.
Riding the telephone wires, power lines out there.
Oh, he teams up with the greatest bounty hunter of all time in Clone Wars, huh?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the episode I was thinking of. And like I said, it's better, but it's probably he's characterized and whatnot exactly how you would expect them to try to move him in that direction after episode 2.
What? Such negativity? There's no negativity. That's just,
No. I like Boba Fett.
Because would you pass on Boba Fett figures?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against him as a character or what he was supposed to be, even in the original trilogy. It's just the way that he was glommed onto by fandom and like pushed to this like high, dais. It's like that seems a little overrated to me. But
well, it is.
his fault.
Right. It was a cool look. It is a cool looking armor.
Sure.
I mean, they use that as the basis for a whole race of people, a whole group of a planet full of people, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But and then he had the mystery behind him. That always works, especially in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, or all time.
Yeah. The his arc though up until Mandalorian didn't help with that though, is what I guess is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
What you're saying is Dengar's better.
Well, yeah.
Especially action figure wise, up until the deluxe anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. You mean Danger?
Danger's really high up there. But I've always kind of fell back on Forlom and Zuckuss. I don't know why I love those figures so much.
I remember having
That thought of, damn, Robo, you are right. Again. Because originally I think he liked a different figure. And then I said, no, these are better. And he just, yes, you're right. He's not going to say that, and he's not going to admit it. There he is. Hey, what's happening?
What wasn't? Didn't we have a discussion about that? Because wasn't Zuckuss like your figure of the year that year or something?
It seems like, oh man, what was it? I remember liking it a lot, and you going, no.
It was one of those things that was like, it's a fine figure, but I mean, it's
yeah. Why would you choose that for
your
favorite or top 5? Or I can't remember what we were doing.
I think it was your number 1 pick though.
It may have been. I like that Zuckuss figure.
Yeah. It's which one do you like better though? Do you like the Zuckuss or do you like the Forlom one better?
Oh, between those two it'd be Zuckuss. But I really like Forlom being able to hold a gun, the changes they did.
No, I mean, because, they switched the names.
Oh.
Do you like the vintage packaging one better, or do you like the regular Black Series one better?
Are we talking color-wise, paint-wise, name-wise?
Like, if you took, who is actually Zuckuss, that figure, and the vintage carded one, and the regular Black Series, and it's like, which one do you like? Because the regular Black Series has the darker, robe and stuff like that. But do you have a preference between those two?
I think I like the Black Series one. The other one's cool, and I'm always down for a little nostalgia in my updated toys. But I like that it's more movie accurate.
Yeah. Well, and I kept that one carded because that's the vintage carded ones that I have hanging up. So I've never actually done anything with the figure, but I'm glad that they were packaged that way because I'm with you. I like the regular Black Series one better.
Yeah, just because of accuracy. But there's nothing wrong with. But if they're going to do that, they need to lean harder into it. Well, they are, I guess. Greedo?
A little bit, yeah.
But I need the rest of the. Well, I need a new IG-88 before they do any kind of repaints or anything on that anymore.
Well, and it makes him especially. I mean, it makes sense because you're going to get at least 2 figures out of that body, at least.
Yeah.
Because I mean, IG-11.
Exactly. I mean, there are changes, but toy wise,
they could. I think they could be smart about it and just make it so that the base of it they could still mostly use.
But I guess that only leaves Bosk, right? And what are his vintage colors compared to what we got? Not too different, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they're pretty. But yeah, Hammer.
And we just got him in a archive wave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too big of a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, do green skin for the feet and arms, maybe.
Oh, kind of that more like sickly color green.
Yeah, it was different than the head.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I can't find a.
But you're talking about that Greedo. We need that Greedo is fun. The one that was painted like the vintage figure. I seriously would like to see them, as you said, go more all in with Greedo and Hammerhead and what's his name? Shorty.
Zuckus?
No, from the Cantina. Snaggletooth.
Snaggletooth, that's right.
Yeah. Do those like straight up vintage. I mean, I want the movie accurate ones too.
Oh yeah, definitely. If it came down to it and they said no, it's either or, I'd go movie accurate like we've had.
Me too. But
I'm a sucker for
but of all the fun, change ups that they could do for a vintage offering, that would be the way that I would want to go. Is those three?
It's not that big a difference.
No, it's not. And I wouldn't want a vintage toy inspired figure that is really only doing that for the sake of having fewer paint applications, which is really all I see when you switch back and forth between those two.
But in a line like and this is going to be totally, I'm defending, but in a line that's at least should be mostly unique sculpting under Hasbro's usually, their usual reuse policy of if you can reuse it.
Yeah.
They have a lot less choices than Marvel does, or Power Rangers, or other toy lines. Not so much anymore. It seems like the newer lines are getting away from that.
Yeah.
But if a retro card or a vintage repaint is a way to try to balance the budget so I can get some new damn figures, then I'm okay.
If right now I will say it. If they don't do Return of the Jedi vintage card figures for its anniversary in a couple years, right? I'm going to be sad about that.
Right.
They need to keep that up, because I mean they've got several to start to work from even now that have already been released. So, but I had to limit myself to, I only get like unique characters on the vintage card ones now to keep that way, just because of the space.
Yeah, because you already filled up that space that you were, you're getting there.
Yeah. Well, and I've thought about moving them over here above, but then it's like, why is this stuff hanging above like the He-Man stuff?
I know you've kind of locked it into spaces. Why is Star Wars over there?
Yeah.
Because pretty soon, you're still adding to you don't have many collections that, besides DC and then Lord of the Rings, that you're not adding to anymore.
DC, Lord of the Rings. Well, I would say Simpsons, but that's likely changing. Masters, I guess, Classics is done at least.
Yeah. And really, that's your main Masters display, right?
Yeah. But, the way that Origins is going, I'm going to run out of room that I have allotted to that soon, because I wasn't planning on it when I, originally built the shelving. So, yeah.
Where the heck is Wicket?
God damn, that's a good question.
That's going to be a small figure. I don't know if I want. I don't know. I'm a sucker, I guess. Another Yoda situation.
Well, I'll do you one better, man. I got to tell you that there have been some really cool Star Wars Black Series figures that have come out recently, but I still find those two Ewoks as my favorite figures that they've done in a while. They're great. I want an Ewok in every wave.
Yeah, give me a Logray and a Chief Chirpa and a Wicket.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be really fun to take the characters that were like only in like the cartoon or whatever too, and like reel them up like they do with the, recent cartoons, right?
Yeah. You want a Princess Nisa?
Yeah. And hell, get Ewok Adventure shit in there too. I mean, that was my first Star Wars movie, so come on.
Getting it, I don't know, and even that, you get a base body for, Wicket's kind of the oddball. Not a lot of reuse. at least off the top of your head. But
he's the one. He's the one that if any of them are going to get, they say, okay, well, this Wicket's going to be, unique tooling. He's the one that you give it to, right?
Because the rest seems like just repaint the shit out of them, put them in the background, pack them in with other things, or single Ewoks. I mean, I know some people still Ewoks are dumb, ruin the movie, but I would army build the hell out of some Ewoks.
And like I said, I want Caravan of Courage, because this is stupid. But when they announced Omega for a pipeline release, I was like, good, great. Now let's see what I want to see that figure, because what can they use to make Sindel?
Right.
And I was like, yeah, but what good is she without Wicket? So
what if they swerve us on the Rancor and give us an Ewok village?
Oh, hell yeah. I'd be all over that. You know what? I'd get two so that then I can make my Robin Hood. Make a Robin Hood.
for that Robin Hood line. What I would do is do like tree trunks with things on them, modular.
Yeah.
That you could plug around, or if you want to put it on a shelf, just have it standing with the backs flat, or they split in half and there's things on both sides.
I'll tell you, is something like that is more organic, that you could really do a whole lot of different stuff with. That is what would get me to put the big thing in the middle of the toy room and kind of with it. Yeah, because even the ship parts, it's like I dig the hallway that they did at the smaller scale and whatnot for the Tantive and whatever else, but that's still kind of confining. With like a forest diorama or something like that, you could do all kinds of shit with that, and it's like, yeah, that was just slightly off camera,
And there's no set. I mean, I've seen schematics for Death Star. I've seen schematics for ships. I've never seen a layout for the Ewok village.
Yeah.
Like looking, I went frame by frame, and this tree was here and this and that.
But because then even with something like that, it's like you could, people could make those like you have a third party bunker to like stick in the, corner of it or something. Just bring it together.
Yeah. You could put trees anywhere. Maybe this is the year before. Maybe this is the year later. Trees grow. Things move. If the trees and platforms stacked, then people would buy a bunch of them. Yeah. Or you could connect them together.
And that's something that I've always thought Star Wars is that it's always felt kind of claustrophobic, because they give you just these little tastes, gigantic worlds where all kinds of shit can happen, but you don't. I mean, Clone Wars, you get to feel it a little bit more, right? And the animated stuffs, but it's like, man, I would just love to, have a big battle out in the middle of some alien.
Yeah, because we get an idea of the village. What's the rest of the planet like? Are there other groups of Ewoks, or are there different alien type creatures or something? Same with Kashyyyk. It would be amazing. I have Dragon Ball Super Tournament diorama. I've yet to put together. Some of the diorama stuff, if you don't have the space right off the bat, it's hard to work it in. Or if you already have your shelves and everything, it's hard to work new big things in.
Yeah.
See, words to grow, or words of wisdom from trees grow, much like people.
Yeah. Because if you did that too, it's like you could build something like that, use it for a Masters of the Universe type of thing, Thundercats, anything like that.
Yeah. Now, if you were to put that middle shelf out there with an Ewok village on it, does that mean that would be Star Wars dedicated, or would you move like a Grayskull out there or some other huge things?
I haven't thought this through yet.
Because it's going to happen.
We're making up an Ewok village right now.
And I already want...
We'll know exactly what I'm going to do.
I want all the details of how you're going to display this imaginary object.
Oh, man. That'd be tough, because it's like, how do you not give justice to other stuff like that, too? You're right.
If you have the new space where you can go all the way around Castle Grayskull...
Ooh.
It wouldn't be... How about this? It wouldn't be one big thing. It'd be podiums lined up through the thing, so you could still get through.
So like a little bigger than card table size, and Each one of them. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. That would
have turntables on top. No, if you can go all the way around it, you don't need to turntable it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, we've kind of gone down a rabbit hole. It's just I
like rabbit holes though.
But I mean, I'm glad that they're finally having a Star Wars live stream on Wednesday. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I want to hear more. I want to see more. But we kind of gotten to the point with Star Wars. It's like, I just want the shit that you've already talked about.
That, because we haven't got much. That wave is very hitting very sparsely. Just here and there and there and there. Online retailers, it's killing them. They're not getting any product in. Pre-orders keep going out. Nothing coming in. But hopefully, the Wednesday is not just the Rancor.
I hope not, because I'm not ready for that yet.
No. I'm just coming off the Galactus high.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be next month at earliest, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, maybe that's what they're working up to, because, Transformers team kind of overlapped it.
Yeah.
But Transformers still has a while. Surely they're not going to get too into it, and they're going to show some new stuff. And as I like the promise of, hey, we're going to get to this figure with the pipeline reveals, but that shit doesn't stick in my head. It's not a toy.
You brought up the Transformers one. I got to be honest with you. If I'm sitting on the Transformers team, I sure as shit wouldn't want Star Wars coming out the gate right now, putting their thing for sale. It's like, let people concentrate on our shit for a little while.
Well, they came out a week before Galactus ended, but
I mean,
it was funded. I don't know. Maybe they have no control over that. Maybe it's some, those who sit in shadow at Hasbro.
Like I said, I we'll never get confirmation of this, but I am positive, I'm convinced that we're seeing a lot of these HasLabs to help supplement income that they're not going to get from holiday shopping, because shit's not going to be on the shelves.
It does seem, let's get them out quick.
Yeah,
we have end of year coming up,
because it still looks like the bottom line is right there.
Yeah, you got to think. I mean, pipeline reveals are essentially, hey, this is what we're thinking. We haven't actually put anything into them yet, or maybe they do, and they like to trickle it out, because Star Wars has always been kind of a more that they show stuff and then some things don't come out until the next year. That's been like that for years, and it's hard. It's hard doing Marvel Legends at the same time, because Marvel Legends is like nom 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 nom, and Star Wars is more of a boop.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah. Chadwick Myers, do you think that the Infinity Saga line will continue, or do you think that we will get MCU army builders like Ultrons and Striders or Chitauri? What are Striders? I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Is Aragorn an army builder?
You always go on Lord of the Rings. I got to think that the Infinity Saga line's doing pretty good. I mean, they're nice figures.
The popularity of the MCU is not going anywhere, it seems. And really, the MCU has now gotten to the point where those figures haven't been going as long as the comic-based ones, but they've gotten to a point now where they can go back and redo so many of them and make them so much better that you got to think that this type of stuff's going to continue.
Yeah. And they haven't done a lot of army build. They haven't done Chitauri or the Thanos' army.
I didn't know that's what those were called.
Outriders or Striders. Either or. And they got to get to some. I mean, especially on off years.
Well, and the Chitauri, that's a good one. I mean, it's like, why not do those like they do with the the stuff on Hasbro Pulse? They just did the Shield guys. Do Chitauri the same way. Throw them out there. Let people army build the shit up if they want to. Num
num num num and boop boop. Yo, this is a feast. This is a fancy party. Hors d'oeuvres. Or Star Wars is hors d'oeuvres. Marvel Legends is all you can eat.
Wow. Oh, I thought we were still talking like Ewoks. It's like their hors d'oeuvres are stormtroopers, man.
Oh yeah, you know what? I just watched Dark World last night. I like the designs of the dark elves and stuff, and we never got Malekith. We never got any army builder dark elves or
and that's the thing about the MCU as well. Is like it's like any other movie in an overall saga or big thing. Even if it doesn't rank as high as others do amongst fandom, that doesn't mean that the figures of characters from those movies are not going to sell, because they will.
Yeah. Plus, I didn't realize I opened up Odin, and maybe it shows it on the back. Package is long gone, but was that Dark World? Because I noticed that it looks just like the figure.
Maybe
I don't know if that was his look from several points or something. Oh, hammer drones would be awesome, especially after the Hydra Stomper.
Yeah,
I'd take big robots.
Wakanda warriors, that'd be cool too.
Wakanda warriors. I can't see this without thinking Kool-Aid Jammers. it sticks in my head. Star Jammers would be awesome.
Now, wait a minute. Kool-Aid Jammers come in Capri Sun packages now, right?
I couldn't tell you. I thought Kool-Aid Jammers still had kind of that.
They used to come in the plastic bottle-y thing, right?
Yeah.
Like Squeeze-Its. Yeah, no. I think Kool-Aid Jammers are like Capri Suns now.
I don't know. I've got some in my fridge right now that are still the bottle kind. Maybe that's not Jammers, though.
I could have sworn Lacey picked up some for Lorelei in there and for school lunches, and it's.
I think they do pouch. This is the kind of conversation you guys come for. To hell with all those toys.
Well, somebody said Star Jammers. I mean, where do we expect us to go?
Yeah, I mean, Kool-Aid Jammers are just the next logical step.
Oh.
Dark City, y'all. Did I say Dark City instead of Dark World? I said Dark World, didn't I?
I don't remember. If you said Dark World or Dark City, I didn't even pick up on it because Dark City too.
50% food talk. Oh, well, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah. Which, all right, here we go again. We were talking about cereal a few weeks ago, and about what you just like to eat out of the box. Well, again, Lacey bought some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and oh my God, I have not stopped eating that shit since she bought it.
Oh, right out of the box?
Right out of the box. It's so good.
Yeah, that's finger food, baby.
Oh man, it's so good.
I haven't had Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a while.
It holds up beautifully because a lot of those cereals, they don't taste the same. But Cinnamon Toast Crunch, oh man.
Now, would you take a figure of that character that they have in the commercials? Would you take a taller, like a bigger size?
Of the modern one, or like what used to be the Cinnamon Toast Crunch bakers?
Are those the guys that eat? They're like cannibalistic, kind of, right?
Well, I don't have like TV, so I don't have commercial. I don't see commercials.
This is from years ago.
Right. I think you're right. But when I think of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I think of the 3 baker guys.
Oh shit! You're going way back. Well, not way back, but you're going back.
Yeah.
Oh, would you take figures of those? Is it safe to say that if it's on a cereal box, you'd probably buy a plastic representation of it?
It's silly, man, and I get it. It's stupid, and if you're rolling your eyes, you're perfectly right to do so. But I love advertising icons, and actual figures of all of those types of cereal, Kool-Aid, all of that stuff. Yeah, I would take it. It sucks that Pops seem to be like the only thing that runs prevalent for, which is why I hope the cereal monsters are a huge hit for Jada, because I want more.
Yeah, hopefully those sold like hotcakes.
Yeah,
another breakfast item.
Wendell, that was the okay. So the Cinnamon Toast Crunch bakers, there were 3 of them, and then they knocked it down to just 1, and it was Wendell, and then they did away with him too.
And now they just eat each other. Mm-hmm. A figure of the new one would be just a Cinnamon Toast Crunch nugget. with a face and
right. I can't blame them for eating each other though, because they're delicious.
You are delicious. Oh wait, now I went to a Pizza the
Hut. Yeah, I remember when the Coco the monkey, when he was the Cocoa Krispies mascot, that was lame. That was stupid. It's like,
I do remember that, Dark Tom.
Cocoa Krispies are a Rice Krispie. They fit underneath the umbrella. Snap, Crackle, and Pop are perfectly capable of handling more than one version of Rice Krispies.
I knew you would have strong feelings about some kind of cereal mascot situation.
Yeah, I didn't have strong feelings about Boba Fett until The Mandalorian, but god damn it, the cereal mascot is going to get me on my
Rice Krispies. Don't touch my Rice Krispies.
Oh, sorry guys.
No. Honey Smacks was dig 'em, right? Do we talk about? Have I asked that before?
Dig 'em
was the frog dig 'em?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Golden Crisp was the bear, sugar bear.
Yeah. You can't get enough crisp. Yeah, that was.
I remember having it. It was a cereal box premium, obviously, of him. It was a stuffed animal version of him that came in a cereal box, and it's like I remember that distinctly because I'd never gotten like a stuffed animal in a cereal box before, except they had one of Sugar Bear.
Man. Of course, it was in a baggie or something.
Yeah,
my brain went directly to a stuffed animal in cereal
because I wasn't the biggest fan of that cereal, but I remember it like it was sugary. It felt sticky to the touch. Just before it had milk or anything on it. Yeah.
Do they even make that?
I don't know. Can't get
enough Super Golden Crisp.
It's super with punch.
Golden Crisp. That was a cool bear, though. Do they still make that? First question. 67, a Super Sugar Crisp in 67. In 85, it was changed to Super Golden Crisp. As of 2021, the product is still sold as Sugar Crisp in Canada.
Oh, dang. That makes sense because didn't it have kind of a mapley taste?
It did. I can't imagine. Okay, for those of you who don't know, who haven't been in here before during the great cereal debates, I don't put milk on my cereal, but I can't picture putting milk on Super Golden Crisp.
It's like it would deflate.
Yeah, or the sugar coating would just protect it from the soggy.
It would have like an instant layer of caramel that you had to crack through the top.
It'd make them harder.
Yeah.
Oh, Chadwick again. Sorry for double commenting. Do you think they'll do a MCU HasLab if it maybe fit into a comic shelf too, like the big Chitauri? That maybe, but if on that subject, if they were going to do it, I would think they would have to go with Giant Man first.
I want Giant Man to be their next HasLab regardless.
MCU or just Giant Man in general? Because you wouldn't be able to fit that. Where are you going?
I would want comic first.
Oh, okay.
But I would, much like Galactus, I would alter the shelving because I've got a couple of cut points that it's like all I have to do is cut part of this shelf off and then I gain enough verticality for stuff. So Giant Man, I would do that for.
But I don't think they would go Chitauri, Leviathan, or something like that. I mean,
that'd be a tough one.
Yeah, I think that would be a hard sell. People want it, but I don't know in the numbers of. And I'm not getting into the whole comic, and I'm just saying that an MCU Giant Man would probably be more prevalent in people's minds than the Leviathan.
And Toy Farce and everybody else, no milk. That's not, for me, that's not just a cereal thing. I do not like, and I have never liked milk period. Like I don't drink milk in any capacity. So preference for dry cereal doesn't come just because I like it that way. It's because I'm disgusted by milk.
Hillbilly's got a hillbilly. Shake my head. No milk. Well, with the dirt floors and stuff and always on the go, getting up, getting in the fields in the morning, going out to the farm.
It's not like you're pouring Sunny D over the milk, right?
Had to eat out of the box. But I will say this, I have eaten breakfast on a tractor. Pulled my Pop-Tarts out of the little box on the wheel right there and eaten as I was going down the cornfields.
Dang.
I have done that in my life.
Dang.
Yeah.
I've never been on a tractor.
And I wasn't big enough. I want to say that was kindergarten.
Really?
First grade, somewhere in there. I wasn't big enough to actually turn the wheel. I was just on the tractor to keep it straight. And then somebody would jump on at the end of the row, turn it around, come back the next row.
Really?
Yeah. I was just there. I was the rudder. But it was better than pulling the corn and throwing it into the trailer.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be on the tractor.
Huh.
That was a family thing.
Well, I never spent any time or went any place, I guess, that was considered rural in my life until I met, my wife, and she's from a rural area. So by the time I went to like where her family lives, it's like I've never had occasion to get on a tractor because I wasn't a kid being like, oh, this will be cool.
Yeah. Got kicked by a cow once and got turned off to it. Yeah, once you do it once, you don't want to do it again.
But
I stayed away from the cows.
I've never been on a horse either. So
I don't care for animals larger than me or animals that can do physical harm
to you easily.
Accidentally, oops.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah. I've never done such a thing.
Is the bread toasted? I do like some toasted bread.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to toast it to get the butter to melt on it, right? I mean, have you never had a butter sandwich?
Are you asking me?
Anybody? I don't know. Yeah, you got to heat up the bread a little bit.
And Gunnar Roberts, first job was on a dairy farm. Let me kind of go with that. When I was in high school, I worked at a grocery store like the entire time I was in high school. And for a while I worked in the dairy department, and that grossed me the F out. Like I stayed away from most dairy products because I like cheese and stuff like that. But I stayed away from most dairy products for a long time because I worked in that, and it smelled funny and it was little. So I understand that.
Yeah, my first job was directing a tractor on the farm. And then the farm thing turned into greenhouses, and I worked there all through young life, adult, or into teenagers. And then my first job was delivering pizza, my first job off the farm.
See, it's funny that you say that because my dad worked at like garden centers and greenhouses and nurseries when he was in high school and whatnot. And then when he went on, then he did outdoor and landscape architecture for a living after he went to college and whatnot. So it's funny that he did the same thing.
See, you work your way, because once you've worked on the farm and in greenhouses, you don't want to. It's like that is hot.
Yeah,
that's hot.
Yeah,
hot. They call them hot houses.
Well, yeah.
They used to tire. You ever been in a greenhouse and there's that tube running down the middle of it to circulate a little air through the thing? Yeah, they used to make me, since I was the smallest, they'd tie a wire to my belt loop and make me crawl through the whole length of the tube for the whole greenhouse. So the wire is what held it up,
Yeah.
So and I would have to do 4 or 5 of those. Huh?
Why did they have you do that?
Because I was the smallest. I could fit through the tube.
But to do what?
To put the wire in it to hang it at the top of the house.
To actually hang. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. And that's double hot because you have all this sticking, and you'd stop at the breathe holes they're not breathe holes technically, but they were breathe holes to me.
I'm getting Andy Dufresne vibes.
But
crawling through the tunnel.
I did it.
Yeah.
My first job was janitor at elementary school during high school. Oh man, so you went from school to school. Oh, you rode an elephant. Would you ride on an elephant?
You know what? Strangely enough, I have actually ridden on an elephant.
Was it in India?
No, it's not when I
No.
was in India. It was when I was a kid, and it was like a carnival or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would or not. That'd be I'm sure I would now. 10, 15 years ago, I would have been like, no.
I probably, I don't know if I would do it now, but as a kid, I wanted to do it because of Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah, there is that. Little Robo had a full beard, but without the gray streak. I did not. No. First real job was at the shooting range. Dangerous job for a 16-year-old. Yeah.
Dangerous job for anybody, I'd say.
Yeah. I rode a camel in India. I don't guess I've ever rode an animal since I was a kid, and we had a big dog, but that was about it. There it is. St. Bernard when I was little.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've ridden on an animal since I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, like I said, never a horse.
Any suggestions for warped female legends legs? Heat.
Well, let me tell you, I'm stricken by that because of that older Emma Frost figure. I fix that figure like once a month, and she's still. But legends.
Old Emma Frost. Which one are you talking about? The first one?
No, not the first one. The Puck Wave one.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because I like that figure with the first Emma. The really shitty Emma, but I use that cape on her, and then I put the head from the Walgreens figure on there, because then you ostensibly have a pretty perfect, astonishing Emma.
I don't think I've opened that Walgreens Emma yet.
If you put the alternate head, not the short hair one.
Yeah. I may have to do that, but I've got a I have a Fan Plastic 4 in my head. Need to paint up.
God damn it!
Yeah, that.
Wait, you need to zoom in on or make yourself bigger, because I
make yourself bigger.
Man,
and it mostly comes down to hair shape.
Yeah, that's cool.
I need to get that painted up, but you know my speed.
Yeah, but Fabulous Disaster Man, it's true. Like heat up the joint, straighten it out, and then I run it under cold water after that to kind of lock it in place. But if it's a lot of Legends knees, it fixes a while, and then you're just gonna have to do it again.
Fixing frost with heat feels counterproductive.
That's true.
I rode a donkey and a horse. Oh, you know what? It may be childhood trauma that keeps me off horses and stuff. Because I went up to pet a horse, and there was a dog, and the dog came after me from under the horse. I don't know what they were doing. It was like, I get you, and and the horse was behind the fence, and I think the dog was chained up, and I was small enough to just head into the horse, and I just remember Jaws. I turned and ran, and it got my ass. It got me right on the ass.
No, that's the thing. That's the scam they were running. The horse stands there to look, oh, look, a horse. And then the dog, he wasn't biting you on the ass. He was going for your wallet.
Dang it. I should have known. They should have known, though. That's their own problem, because I wasn't old enough to have a wallet. But you know, the more traumatic part of that, how my whole family had to look at it. You know, it was like, oh no, what happened? And everybody's just looking at my ass. Young child, you know, you remember stuff like that.
Ooh, yeah, that's sorry, it's not funny, but it's funny.
Oh, it's funny now, 40 years later, 40 some odd years.
Oh.
And that's why I don't have animals.
The dog bit my bottom.
What were we talking about?
Oh, Legends. And that maybe we'll get to talk about the Sentinel next week.
Yeah, I think, mine's Tuesday. I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, something like that. You review it, but if you haven't bought it already, then you can't really buy it.
Yeah.
I'm reviewing. I just want to play with it. Maybe I'll just shoot a video playing with it.
Yeah,
which is usually the reviews anyway. But
yeah, we kind of did that with Snake Mountain.
Yeah, see, like that. We need a big unboxing top thing, and because I don't have space for it in there to review it. I'd have to clean this table, do it here.
Yeah. Even then, you're gonna have to probably zoom out a little bit.
Yeah. Summer's almost done, boys. Where are the collection tour videos we'd all like to see? Mine are usually in January.
What was?
Mine is usually in January.
Oh.
When I do here. Because I don't know what happens about that time that I need to dust. Because that's the big thing. Some dumbass bought black shelves. And they just show everything.
Yeah.
But I also live on a dirt road.
Yeah, which that takes some patience because, like I said, my wife's parents live on a dirt road too, and just like the car alone, it's like, how do you put up with this?
Yeah.
I think the last thing that I want to do is get the Legends space rearranged, and then we could probably do a walkthrough.
Full room.
Yeah.
Because it's quite the trek.
It is. It's a little crazy, and you know the thing about this space too, though, is that it was built and it's still in that phase of I was accommodating for things that I know are coming. So it's got some gaps and some weirdness to it, like stuff's in temporary places until other stuff works itself out. But it'll always be that way. So it's one of those things. It's like having a kid. It's like the time's never going to be perfect. So you just do it.
Mark, did you change your name? Robo and Veebs, a cat has spat in my face in Egypt. That's like a thing, right? Cats in Egypt. Can cats spit?
That's like CIA type of shit, like training animals to go after people.
Can we get a Rancor reveal? I'm sure we'll get a look at the Rancor, but I want some figures too.
Yeah. It would be nice. Yeah. Like I said, though, I'm always happy and it's cool to see new stuff, but it's like, I want to see new stuff on the show.
I want to see some plastic, baby.
Yeah. Because like the only Star Wars figure I've gotten in a while is that Power of the Force Luke, and that's not anything.
That's a face upgrade. Well, it's an upgrade, but it's still not. Yeah. It's I don't know if it's a race. I just kind of take my time and mess with it, and
there are people out there, all they care about is trying to be first, and they can be. I'm not like that anymore.
Are you really going to open this? Well, yeah. Oh well.
That's a legitimate.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I guess I don't. It's well known that I don't open stuff when I don't have the room, I guess. But Sentinel's kind of different. I got 2 Sentinels sitting right here already, almost waiting for this moment, even though I had those out before the Sentinel was even a thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm definitely opening it though. You got to play.
Yeah. It's got effects.
Effects.
You gotta test out the effects.
You're not getting the Blitzway Voltron? It's a little too pricey.
It's expensive.
I get it.
I like Voltron. I'm not a big enough Voltron fan to drop that much. And honestly, if I have a Voltron, I want it to be big. And even though it's not as nice as the Blitzway, because I'm sure the Blitzway it's gorgeous, that Mattel one still does it for me.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't passed on that.
Yeah. Unless it's like, what Super 7's done with their Ultimates Voltron, where it's only this tall, but it's a fun figure.
So would you say white shelves are better than black?
I have always gone with white shelves.
And I've noticed that I went with black because, hey, it's cool.
Yeah.
But a week later, but it may be area too. A week later here, it's already showing dust again. But I've went up to your house and I don't really notice.
After I got the construction dust from the basement, because that was the thing. It doesn't show. I don't get a lot of dust down here anyway, because this area of the basement, I specifically, it's cold down here, and it's always cold, whether it's in the middle of the summer or the middle of winter. I don't have registers and stuff on this side. I have them on the theater side, and that without those there too, it keeps the dust down as well. But I've always gone with white shelves and neutral wall colors in the collection room to make stuff on the shelf stand out more.
See, my thinking was I went with kind of a darker gray, not dark gray wall, because of how colorful superheroes and stuff are. So I thought they'd stand out a little bit better against that. But then I put my Star Wars stuff against it. And it kind of works with the space theme motif, kind of, I guess. But they don't pop as good as Marvel Legends or DC especially.
Well, and that's the thing about, because I like color and, whatnot. But when we were doing the basement designs and whatnot, it was like light gray walls, white shelves. And it's like on paper that looks boring, but it's literally like having white paper to put stuff in front of, right?
Yeah. Ooh, Andrew, do you guys think there will be any negative impact on the classified line after Snake Eyes failed at the box office? That front has been real quiet. It's always been real quiet, though. Even before the movie. I think they were waiting on that to be some kind of jumpstart for the line, but I don't think hopefully they weren't basing it all on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it has any impact, it's going to be impact that Hasbro has internally. It's not the line as it has existed, in my opinion. I mean, it's not. I don't know. The movie probably isn't going to give it a bump, but I'd say it's been pretty damn popular thus far, and I don't see it falling off.
Yeah, I think the big determining factor will be how they treat PulseCon. What they show there.
Yeah.
If they're going to show like 2 new figures like they have been, or if they do some pipeline reveals. Yeah. No. Or
did you see the movie?
No.
I haven't either. Okay.
No. I need to. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to wait out. I want to go see Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
And I might do that on a weekday when there's not a lot of people around or something.
That's smart.
But Snake Eyes, I can wait. But yeah, I don't know.
I've never seen a G.I. Joe live action movie, so I don't know.
I'm pretty easy to please.
Yeah. I can still I can separate my like for something from, because my thing is that, here's something that I really love. Here's a movie for it. The movie sucks. Well, that doesn't change my love for it. It's just like,
no. I'm definitely not the type to, I didn't like the newest movie as much, or they did this in the newest movie. It ruined my whole experience.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy that's like, I'll just ignore that part of it. I still love this part of it.
Yeah.
Unbox the Sentinel. Since we are sharing, a hippo pooped on my head at the Detroit Zoo. They fling it with their tail, and I was one of the lucky people to get hit.
Oh man,
that's always a worry about, at least back in the day with the monkeys, right?
Yeah, I can't handle that kind of stuff anyway, and it's like I'm very sensitive to smells too. So me and zoos are like.
Oh, because speaking of DC, you guys see what Todd showed off the Batmobile Beast and the Year 2 Batman? I like the Batmobile Beast thing, but it's more as a big honking vehicle.
Yeah, I don't really care for Todd's choice when it comes to DC.
How about this? And Veebs, what is your profession?
I'm in implementations.
That's right. We're soldiers. No, Tuesday should. No on FedEx. It'll be Wednesday, which will be too late to review that day, so it'll be then next week.
But yeah, maybe if the stars align, maybe we can talk about it next week on here.
Yeah. I'll definitely have it before next weekend.
Yeah.
I do think the Snake Eyes movie not doing well has some effect on this classified line. I don't know. It's like, well, Star Wars is a lot bigger line right now, but they just kind of shifted gears to do more classic and
I honestly see the Snake Eyes movie not doing as well as having more of an impact on them doing further expansion internally with more type of stuff. I don't know if it's necessarily going to touch the classified series, because the classified series was a hit before that, and they can keep that going. It maybe if the movie was a gigantic hit, they had plans to add more lines or other things and whatnot that they could do to it, and maybe that's not going to happen now. But I don't think it's going to be I don't see the classified line in and of itself really suffering for it.
No, because they can still fall back on, hey, sales were crazy right back when plus, I mean, it seems, I don't know, all the industry stuff and behind the scenes and budget and money and all that. I just think that banking any kind of movie performance right now is kind of silly, you know. Hey, if it does great, I don't think anything is doing great, you know. Nothing's doing the numbers it used to,
you know. And that's actually good cover too, because if the movie was shitty, which I don't know if it was, they can kind of like forego the admission that it was shitty, and it's like, well, it was a great movie, but nobody saw it because of the current conditions, so we're gonna have to crack at it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi did break records, though, to be fair. I haven't looked at any of that yet. It's opening weekend, and I've just been running around. My wife's car has had a flat tire, and every time I go get it fixed, they say nothing's wrong with it, and yet it's flat again every morning. I don't know how what's...
That doesn't seem like a real technical thing to like be hard to find the issue for, right?
No, but I went to two different places. But saying that, I haven't had a chance to keep up with movie numbers or what's going on this weekend.
I'm glad Shang-Chi is doing extremely well, not only for the property in and of itself, but, you know, as a hat tip to Marvel needs to do more shit like that.
Yeah. Robo, you rock. Yes, it's me. It's me. Yes. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. You think the new Boba Fett coming out will be a deluxe that can go from his robe look to armor?
Wait, which one?
I'm thinking the Mandalorian season 2.
Oh,
but they no, I think they showed. Didn't they pipeline him in the robes?
Yeah, they did. Daddy Fett.
Yeah, I think is it coming out will be a deluxe. The rumors are Cobb Vanth is a deluxe, right?
Which and that to me, him being deluxe feels like armor pieces can come and go, right?
That's what I'm hoping for. A couple of display options. I don't like the deluxe price, but son of a bitch. But I think, well, I don't know what the rumors are on the new Boba Fett. I got to think they're going to go for the painted version. Or, well, yeah, he ends up. That's a lot of swappable parts in the robes, unless he has half of that on underneath the longer robe, like the low knee pads and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I can see it, but I can also see them giving us 3 separate releases.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more Hasbro's MO to not do that and make you buy them.
They want Cobb Vanth in one shot, which is essentially pulling off Boba Fett's armor. If they do that for the deluxe, maybe it's a deluxe for rocket firing.
Maybe they're throwing the pearl, the thing in there. You know?
Yeah, the Kraken,
crate dragon thing.
The crate dragon.
Yeah,
yeah, or something. Who knows what they do these days? But I can see them breaking up Boba Fett. And I can see them having a new look for Boba Fett in the upcoming series just to sell another toy 2 years from now.
Yeah, it feels like the way that you saw Boba Fett at the very end of The Mandalorian. It seems like, okay, helmet's going to stay, but how are we going to mess with all of this to make it,
Yeah. Either of you biting on the Spawn Universe line. Not usually a big fan of McFarlane stuff, but that Violator blew me away. That's a big honking figure, and I had it all pre-ordered. I canceled. Not because I'm not interested, but one, I'll play with it. I like it. I'll put it in a box. There's not a display space for it. Pull it out every now and then. 2, Galactus. I figured, like I said, I was true to my word. If I went in on Galactus, I was going to cancel some other stuff. I'm a man of my word.
I don't have anything against Spawn, but I could not care less about Spawn, and I've just never been into it. So,
yeah. Kicking ass, exceeded expectations. That's cool.
I'm glad.
I definitely, like I said, I'm going to try to sneak to the theater when there's not a lot of people around. I didn't want to go this weekend.
Yeah, we've been thinking about this a lot here at home, and it's like, my wife and I, of course, we're fully vaccinated. We take all the precautions and whatnot, but I have 3 children who are not eligible for that yet. So that's still real. Even just going and bringing something home kind of still freaks us out a little. So I may have to wait for the 45 days and then D+ it.
They said his armor would change. That's just how it is now.
That's marketing, baby.
Marketing. Give me more toys, which I can grab all I want, but I will still buy them.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. I mean, sometimes armor changes or outfit changes, they're just kind of annoying because they do it
to sell more. Yeah, just to change the things up, keep people's visually invested into the whole thing. Consume. I like when it makes sense though. Or there's a reason for it. Like at the end of The Mandalorian season 1, when he gets his thigh pad blasted off and, he has to get a replacement there. And are you guys getting the Ironmonger? Hasbro already reviewed it. It kicks ass. In fact, where'd I put it? It's somewhere around here. I love it. And it comes with a good looking action figure too. What more do you want than a bald bearded action figure? Oh, man, I just got a text from Veebs. Oh, we are having storms again and I just lost power. Oops. Hold on a second. I'm gonna text him back. Say it's okay. Is it cool, everybody? So who thinks? I think a Todd. See, yeah, I don't care for Spawn. You can't say that. Todd has that kind of power. We're just going another 30 minutes. Oh, it is 3:30. The way he looked too, it was kind of that look like, oh, power's out. R.I.P. Veebs. Bye, Veebs. Have fun, Veebs. R.I.P. Todd has a vengeance like that of Ghost Rider. Yeah, he's got the pennant stare. So it comes with a robo figure. All bald bearded action figures look like me. It's like bearded figures with hair look just like Dan Larson, right? You know what? Even if you're not in it, even if you're not buying the toys or you're not into the properties or something, having a oh my god, it's like you're it's Blair Witched.
That's fucked up.
So wait, what are you on right now? Are you on your phone or something?
Yeah, no, well, I'm hotspotting now.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And
it's pitch black.
Yeah, are you still in the basement? Man,
I guess I could have gone upstairs where it's like light. Oh, I like dark side. Yeah,
yeah, but you can kind of see the toys behind you.
Can you?
Reconnecting.
I need a different color. I need a different color of light coming off of my phone, so it is dark, like red or something.
Pure Fwoosh power, baby.
Yeah.
Scary Veebs. Okay, now you have to tell traumatic childhood stories.
They're all like toys being thrown away or run over by the lawnmower or something like that.
You know what? It's odd you say that. I had a few Star Wars figures where we were using a box as kind of an Imperial Death Star, like headquarters, an office of some kind, something. So I had the Death Squad commander and a Darth Vader and a couple of stormtroopers and stuff in a box, and it got thrown away because it was like, oh, it's cardboard. Toss it.
Oh.
Back in where would that be? 82, 83?
Well,
look, it's still traumatic.
Well, here's a dumb one. I remember as a kid vividly. My brother and I, we were playing Food Fighters in the backyard, and somehow Private Pizza got left out there. And the next morning, my stepdad mowed the yard, and from here up on Private Pizza got sheared off, and it was horrible. I had to get a new one.
we used to do the dig in the dirt thing and build caverns and tunnels and stuff. And I think I didn't have a lot of GI Joes, but it seems like Destro got buried or got lost in some dirt.
Really?
Yeah. This was last week, by the way.
Yes, correct.
Oh yeah, it is almost October, huh?
Yeah, this is perfect. Well, all October, this is how we're doing the FwooshCast.
How long before we hear Veeb's Gremlins collection scuttling around in the dark?
Yeah, everyone be ready, because this is going to turn into a snuff cast all of a sudden. You're going to see me get murdered live on TV.
Well, we just see eyes popping up behind you. Have you ever been in a toy? Well, in there, because I've had people tell me this before, that they wouldn't be able to stand all those little eyes peering at you. Have you ever had that thought at all?
I have not, but back when we still lived in San Antonio and we were in a smaller place, Lacey's sister and her then husband at the time came to visit us at the same time that Lacey's mom and dad did. So Lacey's mom and dad had our guest room, and they had to stay in the toy room, and he got freaked out a little bit by it. So
all these things. It helps that it's most of the toys, at least in my display space, is well known. Star Wars, Marvel, having some Gremlins hanging around, or I can't think of anything. Balrog falling off and hitting you in the head, maybe.
Oh damn! Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Well, I mean, all toys come to life at night anyway, so
that's true. I couldn't imagine your toy room coming to life at night, though. And then making it back in their assigned spots. Oh, somebody's coming down the stairs. They wouldn't have time.
Yeah, that's true. That's why, like, let them all know that I'm coming downstairs the first time throughout the day.
Oh yeah. I lost my stalker on a school bus. I think I've talked about the kid that stole my Stratos and He-Man. Yeah. What?
You're talking about the G.I. Joe figure. I was like, man, I'm sitting in the dark, but this is getting really dark if you lost your stalker.
Oh, I lost my stalker. That's right. I jumped on a school bus and then couldn't find me. I was way behind.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, lockdown procedures went into effect when the power went out. Now he is locked behind 3 feet of solid steel and a laser grid.
Well, that's right. Lacey tried to come down the stairs and it's like, sorry, no admittance.
got a eye scanner and everything.
That
is Small Soldiers. Where'd you get that 1/1 Critters figure?
You stop that.
You know what? And I was actually going, does he have a 1/1 Critters figure?
You know what? It's funny because I almost bought a 1/1 Critters figure one time because they're out there. You can get them, but I
really
trigger on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
stream looks much better. It is kind of you're not freezing as much as
people would say that when you can barely see me that it looks better. So yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I can't tell how fuzzy it is, but you're not freezing.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, my light. There we go. It's almost time for some new lights.
Dang, we lost power, and I was like, nope, wait, I can fix this.
No, I thought when I saw you pop back up, I thought it was just like a power blink, but you're out.
And honestly, I think since we moved into this house, we've only had one extended power outage. It was like for an hour and a half, but that's it. The power never goes out here.
Well, I had 3 days a couple of months ago was out. I mean, we're saying all this as, you know, we know people that are currently out of power still.
Really? After is all your power above or is it buried?
Above? Oh, hold on. It's above, or well, it comes in and then it goes under and comes up.
Okay, but the line to get to your house is above.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's all above.
All of ours is buried, so it's not as.
Oh no, we get some wind and it's like.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. So.
By the ghost of Patrick Duffy. Light side and dark side.
Well, at least I'm on the side that I'd want to be on. Yeah.
As long as I get to be Obi-Wan.
But you know what? The conditions are perfect. This is like my green screen because I've always got the black t-shirt on and now it just looks like I've got the floating head and arms.
It does. Which is kind of, yeah, that's unsettling. Oh,
I do have lots of glow in the dark figures, but I don't think any of the Ninja Turtles stuff glows. And that's what's directly behind me. Like I can see Scare Glow over here. I can see some other stuff.
You got those little phallic things over there, don't you?
The pineapple glow ghosts.
Yeah.
Those are cereal premiums.
Hey, it doesn't matter what they are. You look at them and you're like, that was
odd. Some designer, like, yeah.
Ghoulies made me not want to go to the bathroom.
Isn't there a 1-to-1 Ghoulie, like the famous one that's out of the toilet, the green one? Isn't there one of those out there too? I'd like to have one of those as well to put in the guest bathroom.
No, not in the guest bathroom.
Yeah. to put in the guest room bathroom. Yeah.
Your guest room bathroom doubles as your media room, though. Bathroom, not the bathroom doesn't double as a media room.
Yeah, the bathroom we watch movies in there.
Yeah. There's only one seat though. That bathroom opens to both the media room and the guest room.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean Veeves was on the stream? He's been dead for a week now.
Yeah, Robo can see dead people.
The one last FwooshCast. Oh, Veep said Candyman five times.
I absolutely
but there's no reflection.
Do that.
Oh, I guess it is kind of a reflection, you seeing yourself in the feed.
Yeah, it is. Hold on. Boglins remind you of Ghoulies. I got something.
How about I think he's got Boglins, actually. Now say Beetlejuice 3 times and Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that I'd go for. Well, I've gotten some, but I got a new Boglin this week. I got the skeleton looking one.
Oh my God. Now you duck under the table.
Yeah.
And the Boglins will finish out the show. That's kind of creepy in the dark.
It's all right. It's all right.
Are there eyeballs in it, or is it looking to the left?
Yeah. Did you not ever have Boglin when you were a kid?
Nope. I think Boglins were kind of after my.
No, their eyes. You can move their eyes.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me.
It moved a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even creepier.
Yeah. Yeah, Boglins rule, man.
Why have I not seen Boglins reviews?
Well, now I'm gonna have to get another one to review one. I don't know.
I like you using it like that, like it's snuggling.
You know why? Because for a video, it would be a lot easier. For just like pictures and stuff, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not real conducive because it's so interactive. You know.
Right. You'd have to do a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that TMNT turtle van, but with the news of from both NECA, well, hints and rumors and hints and from both NECA and Super 7.
Are we talking about the reissued one?
No, you're talking about the third party one that's been bouncing around this week.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's awesome, and I'd be all over it if not for the probably have 2 more to get. It's cool. The worksman, the craftsmanship and the design of it it's awesome.
Yeah, because you guys know I love some third party stuff.
Yeah.
Boglin and My Pet Monster. Somebody did a My Pet Monster recently, didn't they? Is that in your room too?
I have a vinyl one from Creepy Company, and then I have a reaction one. Super 7 did reaction too.
Gotcha.
See, now I would have never have thought to grab this had the lights not gone out.
See? The things, very opportune moment.
See, it's like, hey, this needs to be a regular thing, you know. It's all right, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right.
I saw that, and then I realized I didn't do the research, right? I know I have talked about 5K toys on a weekly recently, but it turns out 5K Toys is a toy store. And I saw another Instagram post of saying that Leo is a custom. That it's somebody's custom that has made the rounds. And I cannot remember who it was. Oh, yeah, I can. Hold on just a second. I'll show you. Instagram.
Instagrams. Yeah.
I want to just say it out loud and my computer goes, yes. And I'm sure there's technology for that, but. Share screen. See, there's a painted version.
Is that the one that if it was adapted into vintage, what it would look like?
I don't know. It's kind of a stylized.
No, okay. I saw somebody this week. They did a what would a Bay Turtle look like if it was a part of the Vintage Playmates line, and it was actually pretty cool.
I don't know. It's hard, very, very hard to mess up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, I've seen it done.
Yeah.
But adapt it to here, make it realistic, make it more cartoony. Let's make them all different shapes, any and every way. At this point, it's acceptable to have all these different looks for the same 4 turtles. But this caught a lot of people. In fact, Dustin texted, he was like, I was waiting for that perfect turtle. This is it. And it turns out it's a custom, even though the dude pretty much fabricated all the pieces.
Wow. That's a labor of love.
But it looks awesome. I'd like to see the whole team here. And I like the colors. I like how it fades.
Yeah, it's really cool, except for they picked Leonardo.
I see. You beat me to it. He's the edgiest. He's got the
he's the cop.
Yeah, he's got the blades. They've been where'd it go? That is true. It's not so much, it's leaning hard into the tech stuff, you know. I'd like to see a balance. How dare you? Leo is the best. Oh, later, Cranky. We're not around for much longer. Yeah. Especially Vives is like, I'm sitting here in the dark.
Everybody's running hotspot off my phone, which the phone flashlight is what's providing the light right now, too.
Yeah. Oh, Leo bad. It's not that Leo's bad, you know. It's just that we all have our favorites. Yeah. we coming back around that whoever customized that is probably a cop.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, listen, all I'm saying is that the vintage line had Make My Day Leo, and they didn't pick him as the cop for, no reason, right?
Donatello is the worst turtle.
That couldn't be any more incorrect.
I mean, that's factually
wrong. They would all be dead if not for Donatello.
Raph is my favorite aesthetically, but you know what? I didn't like it at first, and I don't know what cartoon started it, where they started making Raph a little bit bigger and Donnie a little bit skinnier and Mikey a little smaller, you know.
But
I kind of like
one.
Do what?
That's the most recent one.
Is that the most recent one? Well, I kind of like the thought of that. Not as extreme as they did it, but I kind of like differentiating them up a little bit.
They kind of did it with the Ninja Turtles and Batman.
Oh, yeah. See, that maybe that's going a little further than I would prefer. I like a different bulk for different, because they would have different habits, you know.
Yeah.
Raph gets mad, he's going to go work out. Donnie's to blow off steam, Donnie's going to be at the computer or something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray, for help out getting the
This is crazy. It's like I don't even know why. the Batman and TMNT designs, when they kind of made those differentiations, though, were much better than what they did for the Rise stuff too, because the fact that they I don't know. Talking about Rise of TMNT is a whole other conversation.
Well, I haven't watched a lot of the cartoons since. I think I've watched a couple of which one had Samwise?
That was the 2012, which that's a good show.
Yeah, that seemed pretty good. There's a
the 2000 channel. The 2003 one, if I were looking at it now, I think overall quality of the show, the 2003 one is actually the best one. I mean, I have the most affinity for the original cartoon because that's what I grew up with, but the affinity for the 2003 one, thank you. It's actually, I think, the best storyline wise.
Need to sit down. I say that about a lot of things, though. Need to sit down and watch someday.
And the design, the actual turtle designs and their personalities ring the most true from the comics as well in the 2003 cartoon.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sam was a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. I have such actor names. I cannot remember names. I can remember alter egos in comic books, and I can remember code names, and I can remember this and that, but I cannot remember dates and names.
That's the important stuff.
Is anyone reading The Last Ronin? Dustin is, and I get updates from him.
Yeah. It's okay. I appreciate it.
Are you actually reading it?
Huh?
Are you reading it?
I've read the first two. What are we up to? 3 of them now? 4 of them?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah, I've read the first 2. It's okay. Like I said, I appreciate it, and there are definitely some cool elements. I think it's one of those things where I've had that everybody's kind of thought of that situation at one point. You know, if there's only one turtle left, and the headcanon's hard to escape.
Yeah. Especially when they pick the wrong turtle to survive.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's right. It's a good what if story to me. It would never be anything more than that.
Hey, Shooter, we need to know more about cosmic legions. I need a big 4-armed beast.
Gonna be crazy.
Robo don't know names or dates. Yeah. My kids, especially my youngest, I cannot remember his birthday worth a damn.
Really?
For some reason, I think it's 2007. And we were even sitting in there the other day, and I was so proud of myself that I got the right day or the right year. In my brain, I was right, but I was wrong, which made it worse. So I couldn't play it off as I was just joking because I was so proud.
It's a dad joke. Crazy old dad can't remember.
Yep. Sean Astin.
Yeah.
When I get a hint, Gomez's son.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
And Patty Duke.
Robo don't know. Yep, that's the extent of my knowledge. And even then, I don't know everything. Oh, tomorrow.
I thought it was.
Are we gonna get teases up until the 10th?
Yeah, more teasers.
Actually, what was it the other day? I'd take the son to the doctor, and they asked my birthday, and I had to think about it. Because I was like, "Hey, okay, what?" Yeah, I'll talk to you later here this week, Brett. Speaking of dates, I'd be over on Toying Around Thursday, I think. Gonna open some toys. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. That lie detector just would have been steady, and nobody would have known the difference. I'm going to send you a custom Mythic Legion for your collection this week. Oh, yeah? I don't think I have this one, but I still need to open.
Which one is it? Oh, yeah.
It's a vampire.
That's actually one that I don't have that one, but I mostly just have orcs and skeletons. And the woodland people.
I think this is a friend of mine's, and it got crushed, so I think he replaced his because he likes them on card. But yeah, I'm still. Someday I'll get to that.
Right on. Yeah, maybe I'll just hotspot in next week.
You were reading the same comment I was.
We're getting the guy to come out to move the thing to the top of the house. So because it's just really when it gets interrupted. Otherwise, it's perfect.
Wednesday? I don't know what Wednesday is.
Is that Star Wars stream day?
Thoughts? Oh yeah, that's Unbox It with Kevin. Yeah, that's Thursday.
Oh.
Thoughts on new AEW? I haven't went through them yet. In fact, once we get off here, I need to go figure out my Bleacher Report account so I can get the pay-per-view tonight. But they did a bunch of pipelines, didn't they? Where they just showed the picture of the wrestler and said, "Hey, we're going to make this in figure form."
Because they showed a picture of what's his name, right?
CM Punk.
Yeah.
Oh, Wednesday. Oh, yeah, maybe Wednesday. We'll see. Do you have any Mythic Legions?
I do. I've got most of the skeletons, most of the orcs. I've got the orange cycloptic troll, which I really, really like that. And then I have a few randos here and there too. So I've probably got about maybe 20 of them.
I was originally intimidated by Mythic, but after picking up a couple, they're very addictive. I'm really interested in that because it will be customizable with the Mythic Legion. Oh, Cosmic.
Yeah.
Cosmic will be customizable with Mythic.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me that. Then if I need parts for Cosmic feels like a good jumping on point, you know? It's the start. Mythic Legion. How long has Mythic Legions been going on?
Long time.
Yeah.
I remember the Toy Fair. Was it Toy Fair? The Toy Fair that they announced it, and well, they really showed everything off for the first time, and it was at where was it? Where the Horsemen used to do their like Toy Fair party things in the basement of, was it Toy Tokyo? One of them, and they had everything, a huge diorama and everything set up there. That was so cool. That was really cool.
You prefer color or black and white for Frankenstein?
Me, I like the aesthetic of the black and white. I'm going with the color because it goes more with the collection that I have and the fact that they're going to do, I think the default versions of all the monsters are color, and we're not going to get black and whites of all of them. And that doesn't work for me.
Because looking at the Mummy, it's hard to see it. I mean, I could see it black and white, but it's not that big a change from what the color Mummy and the black and white Mummy. Ransom Rillum, did you cover the Mattel Creation Street Sharks, and what are your thoughts? We haven't talked about Street Sharks. I didn't do Street Sharks. That was kind of in that dark times whenever between high school and actually getting back into this.
Street Sharks. I have always appreciated Street Sharks. I think I had one, but it's one of those things that if they would have like done them like Masters of the Universe Classics or Ultimates or something, brought them back, I'd be all over it. But the way that they did it, it's like not owning any of the vintage figures anymore. It seems inaccessible to me. I thought about maybe getting the Clam guy because it's funny. It's a cool design, but not for $75.
Yeah. I don't know scale. That's why I've never talked about them, because I don't know scale. I don't know. Yeah,
that's one of those things that's going to get me talking about Mattel in the way that if they wanted to do these as like kind of the, hey, this is a Mattel Creations thing because it's like a, you know, tribute and a continuation of the vintage line, which we did, then that's perfectly fine. I really think Mattel needs to be taking a page out of Hasbro's book, though, and enjoy and make the most of being a toy company as well as a licensor. And because I think they need to just collect the check from licensing fees and let some other companies who want to play around with some of their IPs that they own that are very much nostalgia properties, and just let them go crazy with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Billy Baloney. Love the bright white shirt. Any chance you can get a Robo Don't Know or Robo Does Know in the same style? Yeah, we'll see what's going on. I'd like to change things up a bit, but I'm terrible at graphic design. But come up something, because bright white's just bright white words on a shirt, which is cool.
You need to like integrate the bright white Boglin or something.
Oh, that Boglin is bright white.
Bright white.
I can't say Cosmic looks incredible, and yes, compatible with Mythic. And CL, I can, whenever somebody types CL, I'll know what they're talking about. ML doesn't work. Nope. After many, 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 many years on forums, ML is legends.
Yeah. Justin, let's see where I scrolled past it. Somebody was asking about Super 7 interview and NECA, where'd it go? Justin Mohan. Next Super 7, I don't know yet. Just talked to Josh not too long ago. Probably, I'd like to. It just depends on what's announced next for Ultimates. We'll see about that. NECA, I've talked with Randy and Trevor, recently, but Randy's made it pretty clear that they're going to be announcing more stuff this month. And I've already talked to him about us coming back together to talk some of that stuff once it's revealed. So I think with NECA right now, there's just not a whole lot to talk about because their stuff is revealed for now. But after the next big reveals, then we'll have more to discuss.
Josh, I've never bought an SH Figure Arts. Where can I find No Way Home Spidey for $30-something? That's Ami or HobbyLink Japan. Let's see if it's in stock on Ami.
Is that how much that figure is?
Yeah.
Really?
It's one of those, it's like Goku. They've knocked the price down. It's kind of I think of it as a gateway figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a little something. Oh, you like that? Now spend $70 on the rest of our stuff.
Yeah, well, and the Pac-Man that I got, I mean, that's understandably why that's a cheaper Figure Arts, but yeah.
I don't know why they picked this Spider-Man to be their $30 entry figure or whatever, because they did a reissue. Well, okay, it has some changes to it, but the reissue of the Far From Home upgrade suit, you would think that would be the cheap figure, but that's the only Spider-Man that I've seen actually sell out.
Huh.
Because here's the upgrade and here's the black and gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is sold out. This one's still up for sale.
But the $30 one's still available?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maybe they looked at this and it was like, man, that's kind of ugly with the Iron Spider and the classic Spider-Man and some other elements from other costumes.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like different things are popular in Japan. I mean, they gravitate toward like their popularity of characters and things like that. It's like Obi-Wan is, from my experience, is, we're talking Star Wars, a very popular character in Japan because of the name and also the fact that Mifune was originally going to be Obi-Wan, right? So he's a popular one over there, which I'm all about because he's my favorite Star Wars character, but it's not like Han over here, right?
I don't know. I wish they'd do that with Star Wars. Hey, give us some $30 Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
Or give us more Star Wars figures.
Yeah, they should release their Wicket.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There you go. Or some of the Jawas.
I'm not being savage. I'm just saying, it's kind of just a mash up. Because I do kind of like it, and I'm tempted, but I've kind of hopped off the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man train just because there's too many. Super 7 has been blowing up the past few months, one killer license after another.
Yeah, as much as like SpongeBob was kind of like, oh man, I wasn't really expecting that. At the same time, we probably should have been a little bit because of they have a relationship with Nickelodeon, and it's not just Turtles, right? So it actually makes sense. But yeah, I mean, they've got a lot going on.
Yeah. And it's been a while since I've said it, but hopefully they get on that schedule of release, pre-order, release, something, pre-order, release, pre-order.
Yeah.
It's coming around.
Well, I'm hoping, those Thundercats are going to be here soon-ish because they've shipped, so.
Yeah.
Or shipped from the factory, I'll say.
I feel like the Legends versions of these are pretty much on par look-wise besides the black suit. Yeah, the black suit, it wasn't until this that I noticed like this gauntlet or this vambrace. I was thing on that mystic looking thing and the details in his costume, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But $30, almost Marvel Legends price. And I will admit the upgrade suit from Far From Home is a pretty good figure.
Huh, that's crazy why they decided to do that.
So some sort of Doctor Strange involved suit then? Yeah, that's
gotta be
what I'm thinking, especially with that accessory.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of magical.
Or whoever that Doctor Strange actually is.
Oh. When do you think Super 7 will do Snarf? And will he be a pack-in with someone else?
You know, I don't know. They definitely have to. I don't know. I don't know if he'd necessarily be a pack-in, but maybe he's in like a double pack with another figure. I don't know. They have a plan for him. They've said that. They know how they're going to do it, but I don't know exactly how yet. And that's the thing. That's the thing that stinks is that they've got figures, prototypes, and stuff in the hopper. Yeah, they've got to wait till this stuff makes it to us first, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's 5 after if we're going by TBS time. plus Beavis is kind of in the dark, right? I mean,
figuratively and literally. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna cut it off there. Plus, like I said, get ready for. Well, there's several things going on tonight. AEW, Rick and Morty.
What's not going on tonight is getting ready for Monday as it normally is. So I'm just glad about that.
What?
Holiday tomorrow.
Yeah, that's why we get to stay up late. Hopefully after the wrestling, because Alex was like, "Yeah, I want to watch wrestling, but I'd rather watch Rick and Morty." And it's like, okay, we can stay up late. You don't have to go to school tomorrow.
The Rick and Morty thing is that the live thing, the live action thing?
I don't know what it's gonna. It's like their hour season finale or something.
Because you've seen that, right? The live action.
Yeah. With Doc Brown.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Christopher Lloyd.
That's right. That's it. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out and listening to.
Could I have just said Jonathan Lloyd right then, and you would have been like, "That's him."
No. As soon as you said I got it. All I need is a little hint.
All right.
Sometimes when I'm trying to remember names, I'll try to I'll go through the alphabet. Lloyd? No, I would have got it. I sometimes go through the alphabet until I hit the right letter.
Yeah.
Oh, Reverend Jim. What was that? Taxi?
Yeah.
Or was that something else?
He was in Taxi. Is that what you meant? Yeah, he was on Taxi.
Was he Jim in Taxi? Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes ever. What does a yellow light mean? Slow down. What does a yellow light mean?
That is that right there with your Chai Rodriguez.
Chai Rodriguez. Oh, now we're going back to WKRP in Cincinnati, huh? Chai Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's Jim. Yeah, he was Jim, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Taxi.
Yeah.
Great stream. Catch you tomorrow night. Showing my age. Yes, Taxi. I was there. Well, I don't know. That was was that a rerun type thing?
Anything that I've ever seen from that is because my dad watched the reruns and stuff like that. Yeah.
I can't remember Taxi being on, but yeah.
Well, my dad watched a lot of reruns of Taxi and MASH and WKRP. In the mid to late 80s. Yeah.
TBS was after school was Sanford and Son and Andy Griffith and
yeah, my dad watches a lot of Andy Griffith too.
I've seen all the Andy Griffiths. Wasn't Tony Danza in Taxi? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He was Tony. I try to remember that anytime Tony Danza is in something, he's usually Tony.
he balances out what, Latka? Was that his name?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you have to play exactly yourself because he's playing someone on the opposite end of the universe as far as who he is.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate we appreciate everybody coming out. I thought you were gone. I didn't know you were going to pop back on.
So did I. I didn't know if this was going to work or not.
But we'll be back around next week. Maybe we'll have an actual subject or
yeah, I think next week, if Sentinel's ready, we can talk through that. If not, maybe we'll think this week about doing a face-off or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's about time, especially after the Star Wars. Let's see what the Star Wars thing does.
Okay.
And maybe we'll do a face-off Star Wars. But if they have a pretty good showing, we can always call out some Marvel Legends or something. We'll figure it out. I mean,
we'll figure it
even
out.
Here.
Hell, we talked about Taxi and breakfast cereal and riding animals today. So
we go and mean animals. We talked about mean animals and tractors.
Ass biting dogs.
Ass biting dogs. But we'll talk to y'all later at some point. And Boglins. You got me wanting that Boglin now, just because of the presentation.
They've got a jack-o'-lantern one looking too. That's really cool. I don't have that one yet.
Is it coming? Is this Is this kind of third party or is this licensed?
No.
It's actual Boglins.
Yeah, and there's a clown looking one too. That's really creepy.
Really?
Uh-huh.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, until next time, we'll catch you on the Fwoosh.
Later.
I always forget to say that.